Today we're going to learn how to put a clarinet together. The very first thing you should do is take out a reed, and we need to get this wet because it's going to work better if it's wet. So go ahead and put it in your mouth. I usually just leave it in my mouth then while I put my clarinet together. The first thing we do is take our bell. That is this piece. And what we need next is the lower joint. So if you look at your case, the biggest piece in there is the lower joint. So go ahead and take that out. And I'd like you to hold that in your left hand and hold it toward the bottom where there aren't as many keys. You see these two right here, so that's how you tell this is the lower joint, and that's the bottom of the lower joint. So just grab onto the bottom there and take your bell and twist that on. And you've got that. Now, keep holding that lower joint in your left hand. Don't hold it on the bell, hold it on the lower joint. Next, if you look at your case, I want you to find the upper joint. So the upper joint, and you can tell it's the upper joint. It's got these keys here that stick out. This right here is the register key. So that's how you can recognize that it's the upper joint. Now, what we want to do is hold that and push down these keys right here with our thumb. Now what that does is it moves the bridge key up. That's this key right in the middle here over the cork that connects with the lower joint. So if we hold those keys down, it holds the bridge key up, and that will make it easier to put together. So if you hold it like that, now you have that lower joint in your left hand. Now if you look here, there's a little flat piece on this lower joint. Now the bridge key is going to line up directly with that. So you want to line that up and wiggle it back and forth and push it together. You don't ever want to twist those two pieces all the way around because those keys will hit each other and break off. So line up that bridge key with that flat part and twist a little bit, wiggle back and forth, and push together until they're all the way together. Go ahead and grab on to the top of your upper joint here, and with your other hand find your barrel. This is the barrel, and you want the larger end pointing down. That fits right on top of the upper joint, and you can just twist that right around until it's all the way together. Next piece is your mouthpiece. Now what we're going to use is only the mouthpiece, so I would like you to take your mouthpiece cap off, take your ligature off, just set those in the case for now, and we have just the mouthpiece, and we have a flat part of the mouthpiece and a rounded part. Now what we're going to have to line up here is, if you take a look at your clarinet, this register key that I showed you earlier, this is what the flat part of the mouthpiece lines up with. So if you take your mouthpiece and go ahead and grab onto the barrel up here and twist that back and forth until you have it pushed all the way on, and then make sure that that flat part of the mouthpiece is lined up with your register key. Now we're ready for our reed. So we need the ligature, that's what holds the reed on, and yours might look like this, be black plastic, or it might be silver metal. There's many different kinds of ligatures. Mine fits on so that the screw goes in the back of the mouthpiece. Yours might fit on so that the screws are in the front. Now what we want to do is hold that ligature up a little bit, and we're going to take our reed. Notice we have the thin part pointing up, thick part pointing down. There's a flat side of the reed, the back of it is totally flat, and then the front, which is kind of rounded. So the flat part of the reed is going to lay against the flat part of the mouthpiece. What we're going to do is we're going to slide it in from above with the big end going in first. So slide that down, line it up so that you see just a small sliver of black at the top, and you want it exactly in the middle. When you have it there, you kind of hold it with your thumb down here. Push your ligature down, and then gently tighten the screws on your ligature. And you are ready to play.